it's Mrs. Eliason. I'm back again to read you 2 books this week. But this week, I'm in the mood for a spooky book. Who's in the mood for a nice spooky story? I love spooky books. You guys know this. And I don't know if you remember, but I have a really special talent that I only show off around Halloween. Do you remember what that special talent is? That's right, I can do a really creepy witchy cackle. Now, I only do it on Halloween, but I thought, you know what? How about I do a witch cackle for you today? Because it's been a while, right? Now, kindergartners, I've only done this cackle for you one time before, but the rest of you, you know, this is something I do every year at Halloween. It's a special talent that I have, and it's just something really silly that I do for fun. I'm not really a witch, okay? But I can do a witchy cackle. Do you want to hear it? Okay, this is the one time I'm going to do it for you guys. Here it is. I gotta get into character. All right, witchy cackle. Here we go. Woo! Oh, that was a good one. All right, guys. Well, remember, I only do that at Halloween, so that was just a special occasion witchy cackle. Okay, guys, so like I said, we're going to read 2 spooky books today, and both of these books are actually by the same author, and that author's name is Aaron Reynolds, okay, and he's written 2 spooky books that I'm going to read, and both of these books are about things that really are not usually spooky, but in this book, they're spooky, okay? Now, you guys probably know this first one because it's a pretty popular book. The first one that I'm going to read is called Creepy Carrots. And like I said, it's written by Aaron Reynolds, pictures are by Peter Brown, and this book, I know, it's a little beat up, it's one of my kids' favorite books. This book actually won the Caldecott Award, which, if you remember, I've mentioned that award in class before. The Caldecott Award is given out for great pictures every year. And this book won the Silver Award. Silver, you know, it's kind of like the Olympics. It's the runner-up medal. So this book, it wasn't the top medal. It wasn't the gold medal for that year for Best Pictures, but it won the Silver Caldecott medal. And this book is all about a little rabbit who's being terrorized by creepy carrots. Now, go like this if you like to eat carrots. I love carrots. Have you ever been scared by a carrot, though? No, right? Who gets scared by a carrot? That's crazy. But in this book, Jasper Rabbit, he meets some very creepy carrots. So let's find out what happens. This is Creepy Carrots. Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots, and the carrots that grew in Krakenhopper Field were the best. Fat, crisp, and free for the taking. He pulled some for a morning snack on the way to school. He yanked out a few on his way to Little League practice. He ripped them from the ground on his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough carrots. Until they started following him. He first noticed something strange after the big game against the East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it, the soft, sinister thunk, 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 thunk of carrots creeping. He turned, but there was nothing there. Just my imagination, he thought, but he hopped a little faster. That night, as he was brushing his teeth, there they were. Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself, picked his toothbrush off the floor, and went to bed quickly. The next morning, he approached Krakenhopper Field slowly. He reached for 2 wild carrots. Nothing happened. He bit into one. Nothing happened. Phew, creepy carrots. It was ridiculous. But when he arrived home that evening, Mom! Mom! Jasper screamed, creepy carrots in the shed! There's no such thing as creepy carrots, Mom said, shaking her head. Later that night, as Jasper lay in bed, he heard it breathing. Terrible, carroty breathing. And there, on his wall, creepy carrots, he shouted, Dad! Dad! His dad thumped into his bedroom and threw on the light. They searched under the bed. No creepy carrots. They looked through the closet. No creepy carrots. They opened the dresser drawers. No creepy carrots. Just a bad dream, son, his dad said, shaking his head. Now go to sleep. That wasn't going to happen. By the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots creeping everywhere. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real and they were coming for him. But they couldn't get him if they couldn't get out. Jasper hatched a plan. First thing on Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed to Krakenhopper Field. All right, so we see he's building something. He's building a big fence. As the sun finally set across Krakenhopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. On his way home, there was no thunk-thunk-thunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of that carrot patch again. And as the sun finally set, the carrots of Krakenhopper Field cheered. Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into that carrot patch ever again. The end. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed Creepy Carrots. So I have another creepy book written by the same author and illustrator and with the same main character. But this time, it's not carrots that are creepy. Oh, it's a little crazy. You want to see what it is? It is a creepy pair of underwear. That's right. Same main character, Jasper Bunny, but this time he's not afraid of carrots. He's afraid of his own underwear. Yeah, this is a little silly, this book, but I think you guys will enjoy it. So, same author, Aaron Reynolds, and same illustrator, Peter Brown, and same main character, Jasper Rabbit, but this one is Creepy Pair of Underwear. There we go. Jasper Rabbit needed new underwear. On Thursday, Mom took him to the underwear store and grabbed the last 3 packages of plain white. But as they headed for the checkout, Jasper spotted them. Creepy pair of underwear. So creepy, so comfy. They were glorious. Mom, can we get these? Jasper pleaded. I think they're a little too creepy, said Mom. They're not creepy. They're cool, said Jasper. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. That night, Jasper wore his cool new underwear to bed. Do you want me to leave the hall light on? Asked Dad. Dad, I'm not a little bunny anymore, said Jasper. I'm a big rabbit now. His dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed. The underwear glowed, a ghoulish, greenish glow. He closed his eyes. He pulled up the covers. He buried his face in his pillow, but it didn't help. He could still see that ghoulish, greenish glow. Jasper leapt out of bed and put on a pair of plain white. He stuffed the creepy underwear in the bottom of his laundry hamper. He finally fell asleep. But when he got up the next day, he was wearing the creepy underwear. Jasper threw them into the garbage can. He was still a big rabbit. He wasn't scared of anything, but he was done with scary underwear. After school, Jasper was doing his homework when he heard it. A scratchy, scraping sound coming from his dresser. He opened the drawer and they were back, staring at him with that ghoulish, greenish glow. He snatched the underwear out of the drawer. He grabbed a big envelope and some stamps. Bye-bye, scary underwear, he said, dropping the package in the mailbox. Now, do you see he mailed it to China, which is pretty far away. When he opened the front door the next morning, there they were. And were those chopsticks? His creepy pair of underwear had somehow returned from China and it had brought back souvenirs. Jasper grabbed his mom's good sewing scissors. She didn't like him using them, but this was an underwear emergency. This time, the creepy underwear were gone for good. At bedtime, he slowly opened his underwear drawer. Nothing, just plain white undies. He searched under his bed. He shook out his lampshades. Phew, no sign of creepy underwear. He went into the bathroom to comb his ears. They were back! What's the matter with you? His mom asked. You're so jittery lately. Nothing, he yelped. A grown rabbit could not be terrified of his own underpants. He seized the underwear. He snagged a shovel from the garage and he rode. He didn't stop pedaling until he reached Creek Hanger Hill. Jasper began to dig. He dug until his hole was dark and deep and 100% underwear proof. He dropped the underwear in. They gleamed from the bottom, that ghoulish greenish glow. But not for long. When he got home, Jasper crept up to his dresser. They couldn't be in there. There was no way, right? He reached for the handle. He peeked in. Nothing. Just plain white. Jasper smiled and turned out the light. There was just one problem. It was really dark in there, even for a big rabbit. Jasper turned on the light. He looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white, and he knew what he had to do. The creepy underwear were a little muddy, but they still filled the room with that gentle greenish glow. The next day, Jasper gathered his allowance money and went to the underwear store all by himself, just like a big rabbit. That night, Jasper wasn't scared at all. As he lay down to sleep, he smiled. And so did his underwear, because they had finally found somebody who wasn't scared of creepy underwear. The end. All right, guys, so that is Creepy Carrots and Creepy Pair of Underwear, both written by Aaron Reynolds with illustrations by Peter Brown. I hope you enjoyed those creepy stories today. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye.